Love to get the silver. Just let them try.
Gentlemen, tough words will not win us the battle. We have no response yet from Jobst. Our supplies are running thin, our ammunition is running out, and the moat will be filled in any day now. I propose reopening negotiations with them.
Fuck negotiating.
Yes, it will get us nowhere.
But we can't just sit here. They're advancing too quickly. We have to slow them down somehow.
And slow them down we shall. They think they've driven us into a corner, so we'll have to convince them of the opposite. We'll attack them.
What? But that would be suicide.
I agree. What exactly are we going to attack?
They've made themselves nice and comfy in the village below the fortress. And they're building their bloody barricades, ladders, and God knows what else. All of it has to burn.
You're mad.
So how will we do it?
I've chosen a group of riders from among Peter's men who know the village well. They'll ride in and set the camp ablaze.
How will they get in? The village is full of enemies.
I know. That's why there'll be another group to create a distraction. We'll send another company down below the northern wall to make a mess in their trenches. That will get the Pragas riled up, and in the meantime, we'll burn down their camp.
That leaves us with one detail to work out. Who will go down below the walls? It's a suicide mission.
I'll do it.
Would you look at that? Take him as an example. And not you, Henry. I need you at the castle. Don't worry, Hinak will lead the charge. He's already preparing. I reckon he owes us a bit of sacrifice.
The mills of God, eh? And who will go with him?
Henry, Capon, you're both decent marksmen. Probably the best we have, so I want both of you on the ramparts. But each of you will choose 3 of your men who'll leave the fortress with the devil.
You want me and Henry to choose men to send to their certain death?
You're a commander, so act like one. We must slow them down at all costs.
In that case, please excuse me. I'll have to get ready.
We're done here anyway. To the task, gentlemen!
This won't end well.
Henry, come here. There's something else I want to discuss with you. We're still holding a prisoner from our last clash. Dry Devil will interrogate him. We need to find out where to focus our attack in the village.
What do you mean?
Where they store ammunition, where they keep food, whether or not they're building siege engines. The more we know, the more damage we can cause them. Get that information out of him at all costs.
Am I supposed to torture the prisoner?
I don't care what you do with him. I just want... May God be with...
What happened? Why are you lying here?
I was hungry, but I didn't have anything in the kitchen, so I ate some old bread. It was fine. Only the bottom of it was moldy, but suddenly I'm sick as a dog. I'm shitting out water.
I'm choosing men to go and raid the Prager's camp.
You mean me? You can't be serious. I'm shit at fighting.
I need to think it over first.
Henry?
I need someone from our company to go on a raid.
Well, fuck. And I thought we were friends.
Well, I didn't say you'd be going.
Well, I'm just scenting your pizzle. But I only want experienced men with me. No greenhorns. If you want me to go, that is.
All right, you'll go. The others are waiting for you by the gate. Take care of our men.
We'll kick their arses.
Commander?
I'm thinking about choosing you.
But if you send Kobienka, I will go too, of course. At least he knows how to keep a cool head in battle, unlike that Hammer Dry Devil. Also, he's a bloody sorcerer with a knife. I am an amateur compared to...
Move to the gate, and most importantly...
Do not worry about me. I will wave to...
What's going on?
I need men for a raid.
Aye. You're the leader of our band. Say the word, and I'll...
All right. In that case, get ready.
I hope Lord Capon is at his best today.
Good luck. The next round's on me. Can we start with the...
Hold your horses, youngster. He's one of those fuckers who crept in here before during the night. And he's pretty banged up. We go too hard on him, he might kick the bucket. So we'd better stick. What will we start with?
We need to know more about how their siege camp is laid out, so our cavalry knows how to hit them where it hurts.
Aye. It'd be useful to know where they've got their ammunition and grub supplies. And if they're building any siege engines. So, we're agreed. Except, maybe for one thing. How did you put it in Malashov? The trap must be sprung.
What do you mean by that?
You know what I mean. Just remember, there's no time for mercy. I'll be going out there in a while. And everything we find out from him could make the operation a lot easier.
My men are going out with you, so don't think I'm not taking this seriously.
Well, I'm glad we see eye to eye. Let's get to it then. God save you, friend. My, look at that finery. You must be the richest man in this castle.
You're still in the mood for jokes. I know you lot are fucked. So don't bother trying anything funny on me.
Oh, come now. I mean, we're just chatting here. I noticed you fellas are in the habit of taking stuff that doesn't belong to you. Like that camp of yours in the village, eh? Seems like you've settled in nicely there. And no doubt you've got it all neatly set up. So don't be shy. What can you tell us about it?
Fuck all!
Looks like we'll have to persuade you somehow.
How much do you reckon the average cripple makes in arms?
Well, certainly a lot less than a Prague soldier earns.
I expect you're right. And what do you think?
Go ahead and cripple me if you can. I can see you don't have the stomach for it.
You asked for it.
No, your sons! Ah!
Well, should I continue?
Enough! Enough!
Talk then!
Our main camp is in the village. We have another one on the road to Raborsh, but that's just to keep control of the road, so no one can bring you supplies.
That's not enough. I need details.
What? About what?
How are your supplies holding out, and where are you storing them?
There's some in the barn, on the green, but there's no problem with supplies. Even if you took everything from us, we'd simply get what we need from the surrounding villages.
Aye. We can't slow them down much that way.
How are your gunpowder and ammunition supplies?
We have enough firearms and powder, and even if our ammunition started to run out, we'd figure something out. But there's a smithy in the village, though, and we can make new arrowheads and cannonballs.
Aha! Wouldn't it be a pity if something happened to that smithy?
How do you want to conquer our position? Do you have any siege engines?
All our trebuchets are in Prague. The lads would like to have them brought here so they don't have to scale the walls with ladders, but that would take at least a week. So the captain ordered mantlets and ladders made. All the wood is carried into the smithy, and that's where the fellas do all the work.
That's good to know.
Good. I think that'll help us. But I'm not done with you yet.
Steady on, youngster. He's on his last legs.
Let's talk about who's giving you orders. Is it Markvart or von Bergov?
Fuck off!
Are you enjoying this? Is there any sense in this constant killing? Can't we come to an agreement? But how can we negotiate when we don't know who to talk to in your camp? So, tell us who's in charge.
Fine. Telling you won't make things any worse. Markvart is alive, but wounded. Von Berghoff took off somewhere right after the negotiations.
So who's giving you orders?
We have more than one commander. One of them you know for sure. That Frenchman, Brabant, was hand in glove with Markvart and von Berghoff. Now he's giving orders and acting like he grew up in Prague Castle.
Christ! Always knew that French bastard would fuck us over, but that's the limit! I hope the fellas run into him outside and chop his froggy balls off!
How badly wounded is von Aulitz?
I don't really know, but it's not good. The sawbones practically doesn't leave his side, and he hasn't shown him...
Where did Otto von Berghoff go?
How should I know? Back to his estate, I suppose? I swear to God, I don't know!
All right. I think we have what we need.
I'll report to Zhizka myself. You go to the battlements and get ready. Get hold of the men who'll be coming with me.
Hey, what about me?
You better start praying. If I find out you've told me one word of a lie, I'll come back here and weave your guts into a nice pink chaperon.
Everything's ready. Should I give the order to attack?
There's no point in putting it off any longer. May God be with us. Ready then? Did you remember to take ammunition from the smithy?
I have everything I need.
All right. Before we start, let's go through the whole plan again, eh?
Agreed.
So, we have two groups ready, infantry and cavalry. The infantry were chosen by us and will be under the Devil's command. They'll cause mayhem in the trenches beneath the walls.
Work for the devil.
Exactly, burning, shouting and all that. Try to provoke the Pragas, and as soon as they attack, the second group will set out from the fortress.
Cavalry.
In the confusion, they'll quickly ride through the camp in the village and set it on fire, before the Pragas know what's happening.
Sounds good. From the prisoner, we learned that they're storing stuff in the forge, so the riders will know exactly what to set on fire.
Great. That'll make their job easier.
And what will we be doing?
That's simple. We'll be raining down on the Pragas from above, trying to ensure that the Devil and our raiders survive and make it back to us.
Finally, your hunting skills will come in handy.
You're right about that. Happy hunting! Get ready, men!
Let's get them, fellas! Let it rain death upon them! We have to keep them busy! Surprised, eh, young grubber?
Hey, come and help me with this bastard. Ha! Right on the arm!
Right on the money! Fucking scumbag! Take that, you worm!
Go fuck yourself!
There they are! Careful not to hit our men! They're carrying torches! Hand here! Look out! Enemy marksman on the right! Take them out! Quick! It won't be much longer! Watch your fire! Now I'll show you!
Now you
Surprised, eh, young grubber?
What now,
Let it
fucker?
rain death from the sky!
Ha! Bleeding like a stuck pig!
They've already sounded the alarm in the village! They're lining up over there on the road on the right! Just a little longer.
Now you're mine, you
Look
bastard!
out, over there! There are cabbages coming out of the village! Hey, Macbeth! Don't let them advance! Hold! They're lining up blood! Yeah! Good! Let him have it! Ha! Bleeding like a stuck pig!
Don't rubber!
What now, fucker? Slice him up! Good! You're dead! Ha! Bleeding like a stuck pig! I'll beat you to a bloody pulp, fucker! Yeah, don't spare him!
Now that's done!
It's on fire.
Hey! Hey! Back to the castle! Let them in! Quick!
Devil, was it a success?
What? Can't you smell the ash in the air?
Christ, that was pure hell. How do you think the Praguers will retaliate?
I'm sure they'll be more careful now, and will slow their advance. So I reckon we did fucking good.
How did my men do?
Well, I've got to really work as a team out there. Let's give them my praise.
How did the battle go? Down there, I mean. I reckon things were a lot different up on the walls.
Yeah, it was a bloodbath as always. Only I think...
What? One of the Praguers? From where?
Yeah, I think we were in Austria together. In Weikertschlag. They called him Wasp. A little hot-headed bastard who showed up wherever blood was being spilled. I liked the bloke. I have no idea how he ended up with the Praguers. But knowing him saved my life.
How so? He helped you?
No, but when he saw me, he hesitated. Just long enough for me to stab him in the throat. Well, if I hadn't...
Well then, I'll go and... The raid is over. It was a success. And most of the men came back alive.
I know. Good work, Henry. Go and get some rest. You deserve it.
What are we gonna do now?
There's nothing we can do but wait. I was hoping they'd realize by now there's no easy plunder here and leave. But it looks like we'll have to hold out a bit longer. We can't let them have that silver. We have to hope Jobst returns soon with his army. You did a good job with that prisoner. You got a lot of information. As long as they don't bring in catapults from Prague, we still have a chance. But if they... That injury taking care of Markvart will help us. And if that idiotic Frenchman is in charge now, it's only a matter of...
Do you know anything about von Bergov's escape?
To tell the truth, it cost me quite a lot of sleep. His chamber had no windows, the castle was full of people, and most of all, I couldn't imagine how a fancy lord could escape without help. It's not the kind of thing nobles do.
Did you figure something out?
The bastard was deceiving us the whole time. He wanted us to think he was playing along with us. And in the meantime, when he was let out for air, he stole a piece of wire from the forge and made himself a lockpick.
What? He made a lockpick? Von Bergov?
Believe it or not, I found it lying discarded below the stairs. All he had to do was wait for the right moment. And while we were celebrating Sigismund's withdrawal, he got out of his locked chamber.
And what happened next?
He took the covers from the bed, slipped across the hall to another chamber, and lowered himself from the window down into the moat.
You're telling me he swam across?
Aye, believe it or not, there are people who can swim. And apparently von Bergov is one of them.
I don't know.
I saw that bed cover in the moat. How do you think it got there? I suppose it didn't hold its weight and came loose or tore off. That's why we didn't find any other traces at the top.
Sorry, but that's hard to swallow.
Look, I wouldn't have expected the noble Lord von Berkhoff to go lock-picking doors. That's exactly it, see? There's simply no...
Oh, I'm fucking starving. I am so fucking hungry. Even that dog turd looks tempting. It's like a big, fat sausage. Just a pinch of pepper.
It might be better with horseradish. Let me see if I can go and sniff us out something a bit more appetizing.